As you can see, the cabbage is coming along really well. I got 3 heads maturing. Broccoli. We've had several cuttings of the Russian purple kale, and we'll have more soon. Got lots of bees. Bees are in the garden. Seems like the bees are out here from sun up to sundown. And broccoli and bell peppers. We just put in some more pepper plants. Lettuce. The lettuce is growing about as fast as we can cut it and use it in salads and cold cut sandwiches, things of that nature. The canning size cucumber plants are growing well. I just canned some cucumbers for pickles in the last day or two. Got turnips, and the next round of green beans is slowly coming up. And over here got onions and beets and several tomatoes. We got lots of tomatoes. They're all green right now. And the sweet potatoes are finally growing since we got some rain. And we got a zucchini plant. The zucchini and squash has been really slow this year for some reason. Not sure why. And we got the cantaloupes here. So we got to get in and tie them up a little bit. And this was the first run of green beans. I picked some 3 days ago and canned 20 pints. And I'll have another run to pick. Typically not as many as the first run, but I'll probably get 8 or 10 more pints off of these. Then I'll pull them up and have some more by probably September-ish, late September. So hopefully I can hit my goal of I got 19 or 20 pints, and I can get 35 to 45 pints. I'll probably do some quarts also, but since it's just 2 of us, for most meals we do them in pints, which is basically a serving, and then I'll have some quarts available if we have family. We did pick the beets. I'm sorry, we did pick the blueberries yesterday, and we got right at 10 pounds, and there's still that many turning blue on the bushes now. So we'll probably end up with 18 to 20 pounds of blueberries off of 4 bushes. So I can live with that. These are 5-6-year-old bushes. So all in all, we're pleased. So the rain, we've had rain about every day for 6 days, 7 days, and it has made a tremendous difference of using tap water versus natural rainwater. Huge difference. Everything is really just kind of taken off. So this is all out of 3 beds. So I'm pretty pleased so far. We're still in June, and things are really growing well right now, other than Zucchini squash again is really slow this year compared to last year. Our squash, the spaghetti squash plants did not take. I don't know if they were bad plants or what was the deal with them, but squash just, for some reason, any kind of squash has not been so rewarding this year. Hey fellow patriots, figured I'd come out and do a chat from the garden. I needed to come out and bring some compost items and check on a few things out here. We spent a lot of time in the garden this weekend picking green beans and more lettuce and clipping our tomato plants, and yesterday we picked blueberries, and so figured I'd bring the camera along and kind of have a chat about, other than the crazy world we live in. It was a big weekend for news and things abroad, internationally and nationally. So it's nice to get out here and get away from everything. Just kind of take a break from life behind a computer and all the news, and this is kind of my getaway. This is kind of where I find some peace and enjoy watching God's creations grow and provide to us. So Miss Lucy made a really we do composting, and I had recently read where if you take a banana peel and put it in a jar, fill it with water and leave it for a week, that the vegetables really like the potassium. So she made a concoction. She crushed eggshells and used coffee grounds and banana peels and put them in a jar. Actually, it was about a gallon total, and left it for a week. It stunk to high heaven. So then she strained it off and handed it over to me, and I fed it to the plants yesterday, and also put some coffee grounds in the dirt for the worms. And we'll see, between 7 straight days of some degree of rain and the nutrients we just put in the ground, things prior to the food, liquid food, things have really taken off with all the rain. So hopefully that and the liquid food will everything was green, but with the natural rain, everything is just darkened and has gone nuts. The bees are loving it. We got bees everywhere, so that's a good sign. I hope your gardens are doing well. I know a few of you have sent me photographs from North Carolina and Virginia, and showed me everything you're growing, and looks good on your end. Keep it up. Not just to help you with additional food to defray the cost of a grocery store, but also if you're growing items that you can and put away, that's great. You got healthy foods that are natural, hopefully organic, without any poisons on them. I was watching a video recently by Appalachia Homestead, Patera, on a farmer who depends on what he grows for economic purposes, and it was believed that possibly all his crops were poisoned, and I believe he lost everything. So if that is true, it's pretty sad that anyone would stoop to that level. But it's also something to consider if we continue on the path that we're on right now, with everything seeming out of control, and folks are having to depend more and more on what they're growing and their animals. Something to consider is, do you have a need to protect what you're growing to keep the animals and people from poisoning or killing what you're growing? So you may not need it now, but it's something you may need to think about in the future, of how you would protect it. We have it's called deer netting for our fence, knock on wood. But this is our second year using the deer netting. It comes in 100-foot rolls. It's 7 feet tall. We have a 5-foot fence around, and at nighttime we have deer everywhere here. About 25 feet from here, they hang out around an apple tree. But knock on wood, we have solar motion lights around the garden, and so far they've been a deterrent to help keep the wildlife from jumping the fence and coming into the garden. So we use it over our blueberry bushes and also around our garden, to keep the birds out of the blueberries and to keep animals out of the garden. I did have to put I have 10-inch boards, 10-inch tall, 10-foot long boards around the base of my net fence, and then I got some chicken screen to go between the board, about 2 feet up the fence, to help keep raccoons and groundhogs out. So knock on wood, it's worked so far. It's just something you got to be observant of and pay attention to, because they will find your food and have a feast on what you're growing. And hopefully you're still, even though you're maybe going to your garden to find some peace, hopefully you're still paying attention to the world. Festus and I both have been up to our eyeballs in news, and more information coming out on the conversion to digital currency, and the Feds approved Bitcoin last week. And there's more and more information coming out on a potential next pandemic with the bird flu. So you know, if you have chickens and you're dependent upon your chickens either for eggs or meat, if the bird flu gets worse in your area, you might want to ensure that you have a way to keep them separated, maybe caged or netted, to keep birds from the outside from possibly getting near your chickens. Granted, historically, in many cases, when a region or state starts detecting some degree of bird flu, they give an order and they go in and start killing off thousands, if not millions, of birds, chickens, turkeys, geese, and so forth. So I hope it doesn't apply to you. That would really stink, but it's something to keep in mind. Also, if the bird flu continues to grow, might want to make sure if you have any cats or dogs or young kids, if they see dead birds around, that you can keep them away from them. It's not proven yet that a diseased bird can transfer the disease to humans or other animals, but as we've learned, if we've learned anything in the last 3 years, it's we can't take anything for granted, and even if it's not the case, who knows how they would rule on it, and it could impact you based on a ruling. So keep that in mind, and hope you're all doing well. Hope you're finding a place to get some peace and away from the screens and all the negative news and all the text streams and blogs and everything else. Seems a bit crazy. It seems like it's getting crazier. You got bloggers who are out trying to do the same thing and help people prepare, who are turning on each other and attacking one another. It's just useless and uncalled for that people are gunning for other people and saying they don't know what they're talking about, and it's kind of nonsense, but I try to stay away from it. Do what I need to do. Someone asked me recently my thoughts on the whole Russia-Ukraine thing, and my response was, if it doesn't have to do with my food, water, shelter, security, and my 5-mile radius, then I really don't have an opinion on it, because that's what I'm focused on right now the most, is causes and effects, and what's most important to me and my family, and that is to continue to prepare the best that we can. So hey, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and help us grow our YouTube channel. I try my best to post videos more often. It's just with my schedule at 80 to 100 hours a week. It's difficult to find the hours to drop out a video, and honestly, if the only thing there is to talk about is the world and fear porn, I really try to avoid it. If folks, I won't go into it here, but I can tell you statistically, I see it on the Hope for Survival sites and other sites. The masses are drawn to fear porn, and they want to see, read, and watch things that are going to draw them back the next day, things that keep them awake at night, and that's a personal prerogative and decision. I just try to avoid it. I stay focused on it. I know what's going on, and I'm not saying it's not important, but it all comes down to being prepared, spiritually, physically, mentally, and how well we know ourselves, how well we're prepared, and how well what we do, and how well we help to work and prepare our community and our neighbors. So that's just me and how I feel. So anyway, if you like this video, please ring the bell, hit like, please subscribe, share with others, and help us build what we're trying to do here. And if I can do anything for you, you can email me at preparedness101@protonmail.com. And if you haven't, visit our website at hopeforsurvival.com. And until next time, take care, stay blessed, keep on preparing, keep doing great things to benefit you, and stay the course, and don't let the world get you down. Until next time, be blessed. Bravo Echo out. Thank you for checking out the Hope for Survival YouTube channel. If you are new to Hope for Survival, you can check out our books at our webpage. Book 1, which is Hope for Survival, Getting You Prepared for Disasters, and Book 2, Hope for Survival, The Mindset, are both available for order on the website. We also offer the Hope for Survival football stick, which is a memory stick set up as a digital filing cabinet with files already loaded on there for you to digitally copy items such as deeds, auto transcript for ownership, wills, living wills, loans, banking information, items that if your home burned down or you had some form of a disaster, you could have all of your important papers already digitally filed on this stick. All you do is simply drag the digital file into the appropriate preset folder so that you'll have it in the event of a disaster. You have to flee your home in a hurry, or also if you're away from home and you need critical information that's personal. If you have your memory stick with you, you can put it in your computer and pull that information up wherever you may be. Again, you can find these items to order at our website, https www.hopeforsurvival.com, or you can email me at preparedness101@protonmail.com, and I will try to help you out. Again, thanks for checking out the Hope for Survival YouTube channel. Hope to see you again.